up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Esperanza. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm a full-time content creator. Recently, I have been visiting OVME in Nashville to get my lips and Botox touched up, and then also to get cheek fillers for the bags under my eyes. So today's video is all about the process, the healing process, and I do have a little bit of behind the scenes footage of me actually getting the fillers themselves, which if you guys don't like that kind of thing, you can totally just skip that section. It's gonna be a little bit long and a little bit all over the place because I actually went in 3 different times, so I have a lot of footage, and then I shared like some healing process for like up to 3 days after each visit. So it's gonna be a little bit on the long side, but I hope that you guys enjoy watching the process and kind of just seeing like the progression and the healing and that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I am at the OVME office right now. I'm sitting here with some numbing cream right now on my lips. I thought that we were gonna have to dissolve my lips, but it turns out that in the past 6 months since I was here before quarantine and everything, my lips have deflated quite a bit, so we don't need to do the dissolver. So we're gonna go straight for the Botox and some lip filler, but with a different technique to get the lips to pop out. So I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So it's been a few hours now since I've had my Botox and lips done. I just had lunch and I need to go back to icing my lips, but they're actually not bruising too bad or anything like that, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm super happy with how they look like. I'm gonna insert like a before and after so you guys can see. Since I'm like talking, you can't really like tell exactly what they look like, but I'm super happy with the results. Kristen at OVME did an amazing job. She knew exactly what I wanted, which was to get the sides to pop out. So she actually used a certain type of filler. I want to say it was like Restylane, but I'll have to verify, which actually is more of like a fluffer, and it actually helps to build. So that's kind of what we needed, was to build my top lip to want to like go up. So she did that, and then a certain technique where she did like more insertion points along the lip instead of like just a few, and I think that made like a really big difference. So of course they're swollen right now, so we'll have to wait for a few days for the swelling to go down so I can really see what they're looking like, and then I'm going to go in for a follow-up appointment in 2 weeks where we'll see if I need any more filler anywhere else to get like the look that I want with my lips. But I'm so happy. They have been so deflated for like so long. It's been, I think, probably like almost a year since the last time I had lip filler done, and it just never looked exactly how I wanted it to begin with. So I'm super happy now with how my lips look. So I'll be showing you guys like progress throughout the next couple of days. I'll also show you guys what we end up doing at the follow-up appointment. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I'll actually insert a before and after from before I got lip fillers ever done at all to now. Genetically, I just was born with pretty much no lips at all, and I was always really self-conscious about it. I'll insert links to the videos where I kind of showed like the progress from getting my lips done the first time, so you guys can like really see what the process has been like. Kristen was actually shocked when I showed her a before of my lips before I got any filler at all. She was like, wow, that's doesn't even look like you, because it's like so true. I look so different. I've always had like a big oval face and kind of a bigger nose, and my previous lips, or like my natural lips, I guess, just kind of like didn't work with my face. And now with my lips having some filler in them, it actually brings a lot of balance to my face and makes my bigger nose not look as noticeable. So I'm really happy with the results. Botox and lip filler have definitely been a big confidence builder for me. So like I said, I'll show you guys some progress throughout the days up until my 2-week follow-up. So it is the morning after getting my lip fillers and Botox. My lips, I think, were the worst as far as like swelling. towards the evening yesterday, and then this morning I woke up and this building was pretty much down almost all the way. I iced them a little bit, and the bruising is a teeny little bit worse today. There's just like a little bruise here and a couple there, and I think one like right there, but it's very minimal compared to bruising that I've had in the past. So Kristen did a really good job on that. And then as far as my Botox, it hasn't kicked in yet. My forehead, as you can see, is like super expressive, and all of like the lines are still forming from the expression of my eyebrows. So probably a few more days and the Botox will start kicking in. So I will update you guys tomorrow. So it is now day 2 after getting my Botox and lip fillers done, like the second full day. So as far as my update for you guys, the bruising looks the same as it did yesterday. That hasn't changed very much. They'll probably start fading like from here on. And then as far as my Botox, it really hasn't kicked in very much. I know that it does take like a full week to really kick in, but I feel like by now it should have kicked in a lot more just from like past experience. So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna have to get more Botox at the follow-up appointment. I have a very expressive forehead, which obviously just needs like extra Botox. So that's probably all it is. And we'll just touch it up at the follow-up appointment, but we'll see. Maybe it will start kicking in a little bit more the next couple days. I just got done filming another YouTube video, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on my Botox and lip fillers. So it has now been 3 full days since I got my Botox and lip filler done. My lips still have like the same couple bruises at the top here. Those haven't changed very much. And then as far as my Botox, I was a little bit worried about it because usually it kicks in, for me anyway, the first couple of days, but it hasn't really started kicking in very much yet. I messaged Kristen about it just because I was like worried that maybe I'd done something wrong, because you're not supposed to do like any exercise or really be in the sun after getting Botox and lip fillers. So I thought maybe I did something wrong. But she actually told me that it can take up to 2 weeks to see full results. So I'm assuming that whatever filler that we used this time is just reacting for me differently than the ones that I've usually had. So it is just now starting to kick in a lot more here in the center, as you guys can see. So in the next couple of days, it'll probably start to fully kick in. Okay, I'm back at the office. I actually have numbing cream on my cheeks right now because we are going to be touching up my under eye filler, which we still have like some eye filler bags here. So instead of adding more to those, we're gonna actually add filler in this cheek area, which will basically just lift and support the under eye area so it won't look as sunken in. We're gonna touch up some of my Botox in this area, and then also touch up my lips just a little bit in some of the areas, basically just perfecting. Back now from my appointment. We ended up doing fillers in my cheeks actually. So I'm gonna get in a little bit closer so you guys can see. It's a little hard to tell, but you can kind of see like right here, there's a few puncture marks, a little bit of bruising. Kristen actually said that I'll probably see a lot more bruising within like the next couple of days. So we ended up putting filler in my cheeks actually to kind of like lift this area up so that the under eye bag and like the lines from that aren't as prominent, because I actually had eye fillers done about a year ago and there still is quite a bit of that filler left over, especially in this area, which kind of like bubbles up a little bit. So it wouldn't really be a good idea to add more filler on top of that. So instead we added filler to my cheek area to to just kind of build this area up so that there's not like as harsh of a line here. So gonna wait and see what it looks like in the next week or so, and then I'll be going back in for a 2-week checkup to check up on that and possibly get a little bit more touched up. This side has a little bit more of like an indentation, just is a little bit more hollow than the other side, so I think we're gonna touch that up a little bit more. I got a little bit more Botox above my eyebrows because I kind of just like want my forehead to be frozen. I don't really want to have like a lot of motion in my forehead at all, because I figure that way I'm preventing wrinkles in the future, and I just have like a very expressive forehead anyway, so I think I need all the Botox I can get. And then as far as my lips, we actually added a little bit more to my lips as well, so a little bit more filler on these corners, and then a little bit of Botox here to get the lips to flip out. Basically, it's been 2 weeks since the original lip filler that we did, and I really liked how it looked like the first couple days, like today actually, but it definitely went down a lot, like as far as the swelling and stuff like that, and I kind of liked how it looked when like it had just been done and was a little bit more swollen. So, and that's how it kind of always what happens. Like you'll like a lot how it looks like when you first get it, and then it kind of goes down a bit. So we kind of were just trying to like perfect them. So I had noticed that I wanted a little bit more here, and then it still wasn't quite flipping as much as I wanted it to. So we did the Botox here for kind of like a lip flip, I think is what that's called. We added a little bit more lip filler in here, this area, and then just a little bit here in the middle. I had thought that when I first got lip fillers done ever, which was like several years ago now, that they had kind of like put filler in my lip to make it so that I had this little indentation in the middle, but I was wrong. Apparently that's actually just genetically how my lips are. I have a banding here, and that's something that apparently a lot of girls actually want. It's called like the Angelina Jolie lip look, so I guess I'm just lucky and have it naturally. But I did think it was just a little bit too prominent, so we put a little bit of lip filler in here. So yeah, gonna wait a few days and see what it's looking like, and then I'll be going in for the follow-up appointment 2 weeks from today. So I will try my best to show you guys what my face is looking like the next couple of days as far as like bruising, healing process and all that. Probably do like up to 4 days after, so you guys can kind of like get a good idea of what it looks like when it's like the worst of bruising, swelling and all that. So it's been about 8 hours since I got my cheek fillers. As you guys can see, my cheeks are pretty swollen. They're like very pink. You can kind of see some of the bruising from the puncture areas. They definitely feel painful, not like super bad, but definitely like pretty sore. I've been using this arnica cream that Kristen sent me home with and putting that on my cheeks, which is really nice. It feels like icy hot kind of, so it kind of just like alleviates the pain a little bit. So yeah, definitely starting to feel that they're like very swollen, but I'll keep you guys updated on the healing process these next couple of days. Okay, so it is the day after getting my cheek fillers and my lips and Botox touched up. I was definitely expecting to wake up this morning looking like super beat up on my cheeks because of like how I felt yesterday. Like they seriously felt swollen and like somebody like punched me in the cheeks. So I was expecting them to look like way worse today. I'll take these glasses off. But they actually don't look that bad. You can see that there's like a little bit of bruising on those like puncture areas, but really not too bad. They do feel like very swollen still, like underneath the skin, but nothing like super bad cosmetic wise. My lips really have no bruising at all because we didn't add too much more to them. And let's see, the Botox is just about kicking in, probably a few more days and that'll be like fully kicked in. We just did a teeny little bit here above my eyebrows so that my forehead would stay completely frozen. So I'll probably give you guys an update on the healing process for the next couple of days, mainly focusing on like my cheek areas. So it is now day 4 after getting cheek fillers. I didn't really do an update the past couple days because there wasn't much of a change, but yesterday I did start to notice that there was some bruises starting to appear a little bit more prominently, and then today you can see them like even more. There's like 1, 2, 3 puncture marks and then just one on this side, and you can definitely see that they're starting to get kind of like greenish purpley. So definitely not more noticeable today, but those will probably start fading in the next couple of days to like week or so. So I'm back at OVME for my last checkup appointment for my cheek fillers. I'm about to head in there. I don't think I'm going to get any like behind the scenes clips today, but I'll show you guys what I look like after and probably some of the healing process. So we're going to be just doing a little bit of touch up on the cheek fillers that we did here to try to support the under eye area. I think she'd mentioned that we're going to put some more filler here in these areas where there's some hollowness. So just kind of depends on what she thinks when she sees me today. So I'll let you guys know what we end up doing. So it's been a few hours now since my follow-up appointment. I've been so busy today, so I'm just now getting on to update you guys, but we ended up doing just a little bit more cheek filler in these areas. We had thought last time that we would maybe need to do more filler underneath my eyes because I had a lot of hollowness there, but the cheek filler from my last appointment actually did fill up that area pretty nicely. I'll insert some before and after photos so you guys can really see the difference. So just a little bit more cheek filler just to continue helping to support those areas. And we did a little bit more lip filler as well, just a tiny little bit in these parts of my lip, just to keep building that top lip. So I'll show you guys what everything's looking like the next couple of days. You can already tell that there's gonna be a little bit of bruising at one of these insertion points, but hopefully pretty minimal bruising because I have a wedding to go to this coming weekend. It's my brother's wedding, so I definitely don't want to look super bruised then. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions about Botox, lip fillers, that kind of thing that I maybe didn't mention in this video, definitely comment down below and I'll do my best to answer. For those of you that live in the Nashville area, I've been visiting Kristen at OVME and she is amazing. She's so good at what she does and she's super, super sweet, very informative, very patient, so I definitely can't recommend her more. If you guys like this video, please give a thumbs up, and if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel already, please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!